Zabihullah Farhang, there he is. Thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Can you tell us if there were actually any real surprises in the numbers your report has produced?
Actually, as you said, that there is the total number of casualties is 2,957. But if we compare the casualties number of 2020 then 2019, we have a reduction. I mean, 11% we see reduction. But unfortunately, the civilians and the people who are not in the fighting, they are the victims. I mean, they are the main victims of this conflict. We are concerned about this, and we called all parties that they should respect international humanitarian law and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. But unfortunately, the main victims of this conflict is also Afghan citizens who do not have any role in the conflict.
Right. And what I actually found surprising was the disproportionate number of children killed among those civilians. Why is that?
Unfortunately, yes, in 2020, based on our first 6 months of 2020, there is the total number of casualties of children is 630. I mean, 225 killed and 405 injured. If we compare from 2019, I mean, in the first 6 months of 2019, yes, we found it 951, the total number of casualties, 159 killed and 792 injured. There's also a reduction, but unfortunately, all parties of the conflicts, particularly Taliban, ISIS, and unknown perpetrators, they do not respect the international humanitarian law, and they do not care about the difference between civilians and armed people.
Right.
And there is also they starting fighting and conflict in residential areas. This is the main reason that the children are the victims of this conflict as well.
And you've said in your report that the Taliban is responsible for at least half of the attacks and so many of the deaths that you've recorded in this report. Yet still, what is so difficult to understand is that they are being viewed as a legitimate partner in peace negotiations. How is that possible when they have so deliberately attacked security forces and civilians?
Actually, in last 18 years, yes, the government and the international troops had militarism approach. I mean, the military approach is not the main solution. That's why we have to start negotiation with this with Taliban. There is no option. I think we have to start negotiation with them, and we support negotiations. We would like to reduce the violations, because there is no option than negotiating. That's why we are welcoming both negotiating teams, that they should focus on civilian casualty, on war of victims or victims of war, and that is the main point, that we have to understand that the people who lost their lives and the people who lost their family members, they should be their rights, and their rights should be the heart of the negotiations. So there is no option without negotiating.
Zabihullah Farhang, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for being with us.